Hello everyone. I want to use this seminar topic to teach you. I want to use the first topic there to teach you how you can do your research and reference reference the intents and the applying your reference list using Google Scholar. Just a very simple explanation. So what you need to do is you can just pick your major heading, start with a major heading or subheading, or you coin a keyword from the heading or major heading. Go to Google Scholar. You can also use normal Google, but Google Scholar will show you peer reviewed publication by some other scholars. So what you need to do is you open Google Scholar. Okay, if you want to get the updates or data peer review researches, you can choose the range of years you want. Maybe current researches between 2020 and 2025 research. So here now you can get the list or cluster list of publications in different aspects of your research work. You go through it, scroll down and pick the information you need. For instance, assuming you need this work, you open it, pick the session you want, you open it and pick the session of the work, go through the work, pick the session you want from the work, you open and pick the session you want from the work. Once you pick the session, you go to this site, you pick the reference for this work because you pick information from this work, you pick this reference, go to your Word document where you're doing the work. Should in case the document where you are doing the work. So should in case this is the document where you are doing the work, you paste it in your reference list. Then how do you do the in-text referencing? Let's say for instance you have some blah 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 work, and this blah 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 work is gotten from this research. At the end of it, you reference it using CNON. How many authors do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to study the latest APA format. When you have 4 authors, at the first instance of that reference, do you need to put all the 4 authors? Check. Because the 5th edition, 7th edition is different from the, has some update which is different from the 6th edition. So you check if it required that the first 4 authors should be included as a go. All you need to do is to enter the author's surname. But if it requires that more than 3 authors you have to use a tag 2020. That's how you reference it if what is required is using the first author in a work that is more than 3 authors. But if it requires that at the first instance you list the 4 authors and subsequently you list only one of the authors. So, but if it's 2 authors paper, you have to include the 2 authors in your work. With an ampersand. Yeah. If the 2 authors, assume you have only 2 authors, you have to include the 2 authors' surname, then and the year of publication of that work. In-text. This is what it meant by in-text referencing. So, but if you happen that you want to start this work, you want to reference this from the beginning of the work instead of at the end of your write-up, it has a different format of referencing. Study that APA format document very well to understand it. So if it's the first author paper, so you have to put Sainu here, then the year only in parentheses if you are beginning the referencing from here. So you see that it has a different formats when you are beginning from the work, and when you have two authors, is this and this and that we use if we are starting the reference from the beginning of the work. So study that upper format 7th edition and use the format appropriately. That document will teach you how you can reference a journal article, how you can reference a URL, a website, or how you can reference a newspaper, and how you can reference a textbook. So this is what we mean by in-text referencing. So then all the paragraph, if each paragraph must be referenced in text. So the last part of your work we have uh, the list of references listed there at the end of the page. But you have to format it. You have to format it. If you look at that document there, it will teach you how to format your reference page. It must be in a alphabetical order. After the first line, other lines will be indented. I send you a document. This is just a simple demonstration. In case you didn't understand the document, well, in case you find it difficult to actually understand the document. Thank you.